What's up guys, Mickle here, and in this video we got a whole bunch of news to go over. We have a brand new filing we are expecting out of both Ripple and the SEC. We're going to go over exactly what that is, what we're expecting out of that, and what it's going to mean for this case going forward. Guys, we also have some extremely interesting comments coming out of the Federal Reserve. The other day, one of the members of the Federal Reserve was testifying in front of Congress on CBDCs, and she made some extremely interesting comments that sounded like they had Ripple and XRP's name written all over it. In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly what she said, but then I'm going to break down all the different ties to both Ripple and XRP. I believe after watching this, you guys are going to have such a better picture of how involved Ripple and XRP are going to be in transforming our financial system into one built directly into the internet. You are not going to want to miss that. Last of all, guys, at the end of this video, I want to break down why we're seeing so much volatility in the cryptocurrency market, especially to the downside, despite all the drastic increases in the fundamentals, especially with projects like XRP. I believe at the end of this video, I'll be able to show you guys exactly why we're seeing all this negative price action, despite all the massively bullish developments we have been seeing over the last couple months. Like always, guys, if you are new to this channel or come here all the time, please take a second and hit the like and subscribe button down below. It goes such a long way in helping to support this channel, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys are ever looking for a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out the link in the description below. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, let's start this thing off, and I want to quickly address a motion we should be expecting later today in the Ripple SEC case. The reason I'm not actually waiting for this motion to be filed is because most likely it won't really amount to much. It has to do with a motion about the attorney fees relating to a late filed expert discovery motion by the SEC. Ripple and the SEC were told by the court to agree on how much they were going to pay this so-called expert to draft his new report. The SEC was told to cover Ripple's fees regarding them countering this report, so they were supposed to get together and talk about it. It was very weird that last time this was supposed to be due, they actually decided to extend the date and push it back. Most of the lawyers following this case really couldn't figure out why Ripple and the SEC decided to do this, so outside of them simply filing a motion to say, hey, we're going to pay this lawyer X amount, or hey, the court needs to decide what this lawyer is going to be paid, it probably won't amount to too much, but I wanted to show you guys it just so you can keep your eye out for it, and if it doesn't get filed, that would also be certainly something to be paying attention to. So guys, now I want to show you this clip of this member of the Federal Reserve actually going in front of Congress and talking about the potential benefits of CBDCs, the problems of CBDCs, stable coins, and all of that, but she makes some extremely interesting comments that sound like she just got out of a meeting with Ripple. Take a listen to this, and then afterwards I'm going to break down the specific things she says and then show you guys exactly how these are so in line with Ripple's narrative that they're trying to push for the wide-scale adoption of Ripple's protocol and the XRP ledger.
Entirely reserve-backed stablecoin with very strong regulations and guardrails around it would mitigate some of those financial stability risks. It would not mitigate risks of fragmentation of the payment system or of walled gardens. And so that's another really important aspect, I think, of thinking about whether you want a neutral settlement layer that might underpin a variety of stable coins and other private innovative solutions.
So, wow, that was a loaded sentence right there. And she just listed off 3 things that I believe I have heard Ripple say hundreds of times. It sounds like she just got out of a meeting with David Schwartz and then gave this pitch to Congress. And in response to this clip, I said, Fed Chair Leo Bernard sounds like she is reading a Ripple pitch deck. She mentions walled gardens, a neutral settlement layer, and private innovative solutions. We are close, hashtag XRP, and the words she specifically says here, and digital asset investor always says, words mean things. The words she says here are perfectly in line with the narratives Ripple has been pushing since the beginning. They say that XRP is a bridge currency that breaks down walled gardens. Ripple is fully aware that different countries are going to have different CBDCs and different local private stablecoins, but that doesn't solve the problem of interoperability. That's why you need a neutral settlement layer that everyone can trust and everyone can hook into to connect all the CBDCs. And then she goes a step further to say that this will likely be a private innovation. No, not some government-backed swap protocol, a private innovation that acts as a neutral settlement layer. Well, let's take a look at some of the things Ripple has been saying for years, because I think you're going to realize that what she just said is literally one of Ripple's main talking points, and I'm going to show you guys later in this video exactly why I think she probably got these talking points directly from Ripple. Take a look at this. This is from David Schwartz, and I thought this was just such a good statement by David Schwartz. He said a central bank digital currency is not going to issue a digital asset that behaves like BTC, XRP, or ETH. These are neutral assets that should remain free from a single jurisdiction control. You need a neutral asset going in between CBDCs, serving as a settlement asset across jurisdictions, accepted by all because everyone accepts they can't get the whole world to use an asset they control, and so an asset no one can control is better than one controlled by one of their geopolitical competitors. Guys, I don't think I have to break down in much detail how similar what David Schwartz says here is to exactly what this Fed vice president just said, but it keeps going and the similarities just keep coming. David Schwartz also said another time, if banks respond by building walled gardens, we'll position XRP to be the bridge across those walled gardens. If they want one big walled garden to take over, they'll have to be as open as we are. Right there, talking directly about walled gardens and the need for a neutral settlement layer, a neutral settlement asset, which is exactly what this Fed vice president is saying. And guys, David Schwartz then takes it a step further and he says if central banks are going to want to do this, they are going to have to build an asset the same as XRP. We know the government can't handle that. They can barely make a website that works. Do you really think they have the capacity to build a currency as powerful as XRP? Of course not, and it would be a complete waste of time to do it because they already have XRP. I want to show you this though, because I believe this is a lot of the reasons we are seeing these connections and we're seeing this Fed talk so in line with Ripple's narratives. Guys, this is from the Federal Reserve's Faster Payments Council 2021 Board of Advisories, and guess who is on that board of advisors? Yes, it's Ripple. Ripple is directly advising the Federal Reserve on how they can upgrade their payment system to one more neutral, one more technological savvy, and one built directly into the internet. It is obvious that Ripple has helped educating these Federal Reserve members on how they can build a better payment system, and it's literally coming out when they're being brought in front of Congress. They are literally using Ripple's exact talking points, so of course Ripple is going to be heavily involved in upgrading this system. Guys, I cannot wait for the day that the Federal Reserve starts using the direct words XRP and Ripple, because I know that day is coming. And it just fits right into all these other narratives going around. Take a listen to this. Breaking. Russia's Ministry of Finance is discussing using crypto in international settlements. Guys, this day is coming. Crypto solves a problem that cannot be solved in our traditional banking sector. Our current payment infrastructure cannot move money as fast, as efficiently as cryptocurrencies, and that's why the MasterCard CEO said the other day, SWIFT, the international bank messaging system, won't exist in 5 years' time. Guys, MasterCard is a Ripple partner. These people see the writing on the wall. They understand that cryptocurrency is going to transform the payment system, and that is inevitable based on what's happening on the back end. They are already having discussions with the Federal Reserve. They already know what changes are going to be put into place. They are just waiting waiting for the ideal time to implement these new changes to our financial infrastructure. I have a feeling that is what so much of ISO 2022 revolves around. And guys, I wanted to quickly show you this. This was something that I actually didn't even know. I'm pretty surprised that this managed to go over my head for so long. This is out of Documenting Ripple. He said, wake up call. More XRP transactions are happening daily than on Bitcoin or ETH. And take a look at this. I had no idea this was going on, but you can clearly see XRPs right here in the orange. It is clearly outpacing both Bitcoin and Ethereum in daily transactions. One thing that I noticed was very interesting was these huge spikes on the XRP daily transactions chart. You don't see those on Bitcoin or Ethereum. So is this just another weird glitch we see on XRP, or is this some kind of back-end testing? They are doing the testing on the private ledger, and once in a while the tests flow onto the public ledger and we get these insane volume spikes. I don't know, that's obviously speculative. One thing I thought was actually pretty funny is I actually tagged some ARK Invest analysts in this, and one of them actually responded to me. This guy's a complete Bitcoin maxi. He sent me an article essentially saying that Solana was going to be the thing to disrupt all of this. Guys, what a joke. This shows how early we are. This guy had the nerve to tell me that Solana was going to disrupt XRP. Solana breaks like daily. Just today, Solana's blockchain clock loses track of time, now running 30 minutes behind time. Guys, this is the technology he thinks is going to disrupt XRP. XRP doing more transactions than the two biggest cryptocurrencies in the world. A blockchain that can't even go a couple months without breaking down. And guys, even though this is not just me ragging on Solana, this is one of the reasons why I am so confident in XRP. It never goes down. It's battle tested. I tweeted out, the more other blockchains fail, the stronger the XRPL looks. Guys, the XRPL has history. It has a proven track record. It's always up and running, and it is efficient, it is fast, and it can be used by the largest institutions in the world. That's why I have no question that when these large payment companies, when these banks, when these central banks start looking for a blockchain solution, XRP is going to be a clear choice for them. It solves all the problems they need to be solved. It has amazing tech, lightning fast transactions that are cheap, but most importantly, it's battle tested and it's been around forever. And guys, I wanted to end and quickly show you this because I think it's so important to realize. I show you guys all these amazing fundamentals, all these great developments, and the XRP price seems like it has a mind of its own. But you need to realize we are in insane economic times right now. Take a look at this. This is an index of current economic conditions via University of Michigan. And guys, take a look at where we are compared to other notable times in history. 2008, 1980, two of the largest recessions in American history. Guys, when we see stuff like this, it does not matter what the fundamentals are. You can have the most insane development ever, and the asset's gonna sell off just because the market is selling off. Now, I know that sucks. I know it's no fun, but it can actually be a really good thing. And that's because while all these fundamental developments are being stuffed into XRP, it's not being realized in the price because it's being suppressed by these economic conditions. When these economic conditions let up, when this BS case by the SEC ends, there's going to be so much value that the XRP price needs to reflect. It is going to melt people's faces. Guys, stay along with the plan. We will get through this. This is a buying opportunity, and when it's said and done, guys, people are going to look back at XRP and said, I can't believe I wasn't buying at these prices. Make sure you're not one of those people. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update, and for now, Mickle out.